All right, I'm back. I don't know what was going on with my stream. Something was going wrong, but I'm here. So I'm back. Hopefully we don't run into any hiccups for the rest of the time. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but it was like, sorry, I'm turning this cam. Okay. So, yeah, what's up, guys? Hello. So I had just started doing my makeup. Literally, I only curled my eyelashes and put on eyeshadow primer, but here we are. And then it stopped working. So I'm back. I just opened a beer. A Yingling. Not that great. Decent, but not anything special. Anyway, so hi from Argentina. Very cool. Hi. I'm in the United States, but very cool to hear from you. Thanks for being in here. So I was just telling everyone on the last live stream, but I don't even know that everybody heard it because it cut out and was being strange. So my last live stream earlier today, I did my skincare routine and I was talking about how I went to Marshall's today and I picked up some of like my staple skincare products. But while I was there, I found new makeup. So I was really excited about that because you get stuff that you would normally get for triple the price at Sephora. So it's dope. So I got a single eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills for $2. $2. So excited about that. And it's called Metallic. Like, I was confused. I'm like, it's a metallic eyeshadow, but no, the name is actually called Metallic. It's like a vintage gold, like a greenish gold. So I'm really excited about that because it's like a shade I can use anytime. And then the other thing I got that I'm even more excited about is I got a Marc Jacobs Iconic palette, and it's the one that's the shade Stiletto. So it's like all like gray, like cool toned, neutral colors. So it's like the back of it. It's chrome and it's beautiful, and like it just feels like nice to hold because it's like thin. And then here is the inside. It's so pretty. So I'm super excited about that. Because I usually wear like warm neutral colors, but this one's cool neutrals, which I need. Because I just like pretty much neutrals all the time. So I'm excited about it. But yeah, what's up? What questions do you guys have? Anything training, nutrition related, makeup related, life, just in general? What's up? Willie, is it Willie? Will? Hello? What's going on? I wonder if this is working. What ethnicity are you? I am, it's funny that today has been a day for people asking that a lot. So I am half Japanese. My mother is Japanese. My father is Caucasian, American, white. But he also is partially Native American, so I do have that in me as well. Very small percentage though. Vanessa, do you recommend taking apple cider vinegar in the AM? No, it tastes terrible and it really has no benefit. So, no need to do that. Fat Kev, appreciate the heart eyes. Yeah, so what are you guys up to? It's Tuesday night. What's going on? So, I'm going to start doing my makeup, but I'm just testing this out today. So I just got it today. So I'm excited to do that. I curled my eyelashes and I put on eyeshadow primer. That's what I was doing in the last one. And then my stream stopped working. So I used the Milani eyeshadow primer. And then my eyelash curler is the Surratt Beauty one. And I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It is expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, now I'm going to do my eye makeup. So let's see. What are we going to do today? I don't know. A lot of pretty colors. Okay, so I'm gonna take is this my shimmery one or the matte one? I have two of the same brush, one I use for shimmers and one I use for mattes. So Got it. Okay. The one for mattes. So first I'm going to go in with the lightest color all over the lid. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. The lightest color over here. It looks almost white on screen, but it's actually, in person, it's like a very pale pink. So we'll see. I'm gonna put this all over my lid. Okay. So hello, what's up, guys? Oh, and so I got this at Marshall's today. It's a $50 palette, and I got it at Marshall's for $19.99, and I was so happy because I've literally been wanting this palette for a very long time. So that made my day. Abby, so do you ever wear makeup to the gym? I hate wearing makeup to the gym. I really don't, for the most part. Like when I have to go and like record something, like for my recent program that I launched, I had to go and record everything, and I of course put on full makeup because, you know, I want to look presentable and you know, professional for those videos because that's going into something that I'm selling. You know, it matters. But for the most part, and like I don't like that feeling either. Like I just want to get home and take it off. And I also think that that's helped a lot with my skin because like a year ago I had really bad hormonal cystic acne like on my cheeks, and a lot of it was, I mean, it's hormonal. So I mean, acne is mostly genetic, pretty much. But I will say that definitely helped for me was when I stopped wearing it so much to the gym, because, you know, sweating in it isn't good. But I was always trying to cover it up, so then I was like wearing it to the gym. It was just making it worse. So I think my skin does better now because I don't wear it to the gym. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next color. Bye bye, Juanita. Is there a Juanita in here? Ceiling Tan, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next color. I think I'm actually gonna go to the one right next to it. It's kind of like a light mauve color, this one. And do that. Oh, it does have a little bit of kick up, I will say. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing as long as you're careful about it. Hello. What's up, guys? So I'm just testing out my new palette, which I'm excited about. So let me know whatever questions you have. That's what I'm here for, to answer those and help out. So let me know. Are you going anywhere special? No, I'm literally just doing this for fun. I wear makeup like probably 3 times a week. And I'm just, today, I bought this today, so I just feel like doing it, trying it out. And yes, that means I'm probably going to be taking off my makeup in like an hour and a half, or no, not that soon, but like 2 hours or something, but I think it's fun. So here I am. Anyway, so I did the first 2 colors in the palette. These 2. What shall we do next? Cyril, hello. Jimmy, what's up? Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the third color. I'm literally just going in order right now, but the way that they put them together, it actually just makes sense that way. So it's like a purpley grayish color. It looks more purple on screen, I feel like, but it definitely has a gray to it. So I'm gonna put this more like in the outer corner area. And then blend it up into my crease a little. These blend pretty easily, so I like that. But they do kick up a bit. So just be a little wary in that. Mouth Carbon, hello, hello. So, alright, I feel like they're relatively even now. Hello, I appreciate all the hearts. Alright, so I think we're good there. I honestly kind of like just the mattes, but I'm going to test the shimmer because that's like the more exciting part of a palette, right? Not the matte stuff. So this one's like a very icy color, so I feel like that'd be better for kind of like highlighting the inner corner and my brow bone. I don't typically do like more of an intense color on my eye unless I was going to be wearing fake lashes, which is almost never, which is why most of the time my makeup is just very much the same, boring. But I'm going to go ahead and try, I think it's like a pressed glitter. This one right here, it's hard to describe. It's like silvery blue, purple. It has kind of like a holographic thing going on there. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that on my lid, and then I will highlight the inner corner with the middle shade. So I'm going to use my finger. What's up, guys? So this is what it looks like when it's swatched. It's really pretty. So it's not glittery when you swatch it. It's almost like a little bit, but it's not nearly as glittery as you would think looking at it. It becomes more of like a sheen, which I like. I don't like glitter falling into my eye all that much. Who knows? Maybe this will stick really well. We shall see how the formula is. Ooh, it's pretty though. It's a very glam eyeshadow. I'm going nowhere, so I'm just doing it. So that's fun. So yeah, what's up, guys? Any questions? Training, nutrition, life. Let me know. Gothic Vampire, what's up? Hello, hello. Just testing out a new eyeshadow palette that I got today that I'm very excited about. Got some glitter all underneath my eye. Oh well. So it almost pulls blue on the lid, I would say. Right? It looks more blue on the lid, I think. In the pan, it looks very like silver. Almost like a pewter, good dark silver in the pan, but it ends up pulling a lot more blue on the eye. But I do like it. This would have been good for like a New Year's. Anyway, I feel like with how dark the shade is though, I feel like I should probably add a little bit more of a dark matte around the corners. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. So I'm gonna go back in with that like purpley gray color. Do you have good examples of Gothic-esque makeup, like blood red lipstick, dark colors, etc. So I don't really wear much dark makeup, I will say. And especially when it comes to lipstick, I almost always wear nudes. I'm just really boring that way, but that's just how I am. So I don't have many examples to give you. But if you're looking for like a true red lipstick, the one that I used on, so my daughter had her first ballet recital for the Nutcracker in December, and so she had to wear a red lipstick, and I used my NARS one on her, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's really, really nice. I don't know if I have it in front of me, but it's like a lip crayon, and it's like the velvet matte, I think it's a lip pencil or whatever they call it. It looks like a crayon, and it's the shade Cruella. I know that because my daughter thought that was funny, that it was named Cruella, because she, of course, loves Disney movies. So, like, oh, Cruella de Vil. So, yeah. But otherwise, outside of the red lipstick, I would not really have much. How healthy is pad thai or noodles? So, no singular food in and of itself is healthy or unhealthy. It's all about moderation, portion sizes, and the overall balance. So, most of the time you're eating nutrient-dense foods, you're eating plenty of fruits and vegetables on a regular basis, and eating a well-balanced diet outside of that, and then you're just eating that on occasion and in moderation, then you're good. There's no need to restrict any foods or label them as good or bad, because when we start to label them like that, then we start to overeat on them when we have them in front of us because we think that we can't have it. So, anyway, I'm going to line my eyes right now. I'm going to tight line them. So I'm using the e.l.f. waterproof gel eyeliner to tight line. And you should always tight line if you're going to put eyeliner on top of your lid, because otherwise you will have this awkward gap of space for like along your lash line if you don't tight line. You don't have to tight line if you're not going to wear, any eyeliner at all, but if you're going to wear eyeliner on the top of your lid along your lash line, then you should definitely tight line in the waterline. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, tight lined now. And then let's see. I'm thinking instead of going for like actual black eyeliner on top, I'm gonna use the black eyeshadow that's in here and use that to like kind of smoke out my lash line. So I'm gonna use an angled eyeliner brush for that. And that's one from Wet n Wild. It's angled. So I'm gonna use that with this darkest color, the black. But it's almost like just like a really dark charcoal. Like it's not quite black. I'm gonna put this along my lash line. Well, that's nice. It's a very pigmented one. Sometimes like blacks or really dark color eyeshadows, like grays or blacks, that kind of thing, end up like chalky and not being like pigmented enough. But this one actually is right away. So that's good. Sorry, but you're so attractive. Thank you. Abby, okay, so random question. Is it true that drinking lots of water will help hydrate my eyeballs? My optometrist told me that my eyeballs are hella dry, seeking alternatives, not eye drops. I am not a medical professional, so I could not tell you how that would affect your eyes. I would ask your optometrist about that. But being well hydrated is important regardless, no matter what. So I would definitely, regardless, focus on improving your water intake. You'll know that you're drinking enough if your urine is relatively clear. That's the best way to tell if you're drinking enough water. So I'm just doing a small wing, and then I'm just gonna kind of smudge it out, smoke it out. So that's what that's looking like. It's not as intense as a liner, so I like doing that if I don't feel like going full out, like really sharp wing. And you get a little bit more leniency if you're using like an eyeshadow, or if you're smudging an eyeliner, because you just don't have to be as precise with it, which is nice. So yeah, what's up? What's going on? This is like an ASMR. Really? Is it because you can hear like the brush? That's really funny. Or does that mean that my voice is soothing? I'm just kidding. I would love to play music in the background, but I know that when I've done that before, like it wouldn't let me like post it onto my story. It was like, you have copyrighted content in your live stream, and I was like, ugh, damn. So looks relatively even to me. Both, to be honest, really. Well, thank you. All right, so I've done my eyes. And I'm gonna highlight the inner corner and my brow bone like after I do all my makeup, because typically like if I'm applying concealer here, I'll end up taking some away from here. So I want to do that at the end, not right now. Hi, beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kate. What? I probably am totally saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. But hello. Okay, so that is what I did with my new palette from Marc Jacobs, the Iconic in Stiletto. Love it. Kind of tempted to swatch the Anastasia eyeshadow just for fun, though. Not going to put it on my eyes, but I'll just swatch it and see what it looks like when I put it on my finger. Let's open it. So this one is called, it's literally, the shade is called Metallic. It is a metallic eyeshadow, but the shade is actually just straight up called Metallic. So it looks like this. It's like a greenish antique gold. Let's see it. Oh, wow, that is nice. Super smooth. Took like no effort to swipe across that. So I like the feel of the formula, which is a good thing. Let's see the color. Ooh, can't even see it, can you? Maybe if I get closer to the camera. I guess you can kind of see it there. Ends up looking really nice when it's swatched. So I'm excited to use that on another day. And now back to my face. So, my face. Concealer. First, I'm gonna conceal, and then I'm gonna put on my foundation. So, I am using the shade 25 Medium, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this one is like a pretty good match for me for not being too light of like concealer for like my spot concealing and stuff, because I have these scars that I'm covering. So I don't want it to be too light because then it'll make them stand out more instead of concealing them. So I'm going to let the concealer sit for a little bit before I blend it out. And I do this because this is a really wet concealer. So I need to let it like sit a little bit before I blend it out. Otherwise it just kind of disappears if I try to blend it out right away. So I'm going to wait for a little bit. I'm going to drink some water. So yeah, I'd love to hear whatever questions you guys have. Training related, nutrition related, makeup related, life related, whatever it may be. And yes, I'm drinking a beer. So cheers, if any of you are having a drink right now. All right, I'm gonna blend it out. This is my favorite brush, like ever. It's from e.l.f. It's the Flawless Concealer Brush. It blends out concealer like a dream. So there's a lot of days where I just don't even wear foundation. I've done that a few times on the live streams as well. Where I'll just kind of put some concealer in some areas. And because of this, you can't see like where the concealer is. Like it actually blends really nicely into the skin. So, but this I don't have to be as precise because I'm going to put foundation on today, which is pretty rare, but I'm going to do it. Because I think it helps to see the eyeshadow look a little bit more when you have like your full face completely done. What are you drinking? Hi, Annette. I am drinking Yingling, which is not really that good of a beer, but here we are. It's semi-decent. It's fine. Not a big, like, favorite or anything, but it's much better than, like, Coors or Bud or Miller. I actually really like IPAs, but IPAs can be kind of heavy at times, so this is a bit lighter because it's just a lager, so I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. So yeah, what are you guys up to? What questions do you guys have? I feel like this one is a lot quieter than my last one, so yeah, we'll run this right here. What's going on? This one I'm pretty much blending right away because it's not that intense. What is that? Why am I finding things as I'm doing my makeup? I don't know what's going on right now. Valerie, the eyelash curler was amazing. Oh my god, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, that's right. Yesterday you were like, it's gonna be here tomorrow. Like, it definitely it's like a lot easier to accidentally pinch your eyelid as compared to other ones, but I feel like it's because like it gets so close to the root, but then like, you know, then as long as you're careful about placing it and then squeezing it, it's like a push-up bra for your eyelashes. That's literally the best way to put it. It like makes them just like pew. Like I don't have mascara on yet. You can't even tell because of this fucking glitter. Maybe if I put my finger behind it. No, you can't put my finger behind my lashes, but they're, woo, standing up straight, which is a blessing because my lashes are so straight and stubborn, like me, stubborn. I didn't even put mascara on, it still held a curl pretty well. Yes, exactly. Like on days where I don't wear any makeup, I still curl my eyelashes because it's like an instant, like, I just like literally feel like more awake. I don't know. That's obviously just like a mental thing, but I'm just like, my eyes are more open. And it literally just stays all day, and I never would have done that with any other eyelash curler. What do you think about cardio after weight training? Currently, yes, I noticed that. Push-up, it really is. Cardio after weight training, currently in a cut process. Well, I mean, that would be the best time to do the cardio if you're doing cardio in your program. I wouldn't do it before because if you're doing most of your cardio before your lifting would suffer, and that would be your lifting is going to be the priority in the training aspect of things in a fat loss phase so that you can preserve muscle. So I would make sure you're doing the cardio after your lifting. So you're good. Wisteria, which eyelash curler? I have thin, short lashes. You need it then. I have thin, Mine are long, but they're thin, very thin, and mine like go down because I'm Asian. So if you're familiar with, usually like Asian lashes are very straight, but not only are they straight, they actually fan a bit downwards. So it's even harder to get them to curl. So mine are just like, meow. It's the Surratt, I'm sorry, to answer your question, Surratt Beauty eyelash curler. So it's like, it's so nice. It's like, it just feels fancy. It's like this matte black metal eyelash curler. Anyway, it's Surratt Beauty. And you can either get it on Sephora or Beautylish. I got mine on Beautylish because it was sold out on Sephora. So it's $35, which is a lot for just a freaking eyelash curler. And I never splurge on makeup things, but that was worth every penny. It is literally like a push-up bra for your lashes. What's your ethnicity? I am half Japanese, so my mother is Japanese, and then I am part Native American on my dad's side. He's Caucasian, American, white. Surratt, cool, thanks. Yes, Gothic Vampire, gotta go. Thanks for these videos. Oh, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't know more about, the makeup you were looking for. I'm just such like a nude, neutral, glam person. Not even glam most of the time. I'm usually not wearing foundation, so today is a rare day. Anyway, I love this eyeshadow palette so far. For those of you who just came in here, I found this at Marshall's for $19.99, and this is a $50 palette. So if you are in need of a palette, and I know I just talked about, like, I don't often buy palettes, and I don't, but this is one I've actually been wanting forever because it's a neutral palette, so I would use it all the time. And my other palettes are like warm neutral, which I like, and I'm a warm skin tone person, so it's nice, but I needed cool tones, and this is the most perfect cool tone palette ever. So Luardo, thank you for your advice. Definitely helps. Love your page and knowledge. Your info is very true. I appreciate that. Well, thank you for, like reading through my stuff and being here and engaging. I enjoy being able to engage with you guys and be able to help in other ways, not just with my posts as well. So thank you. Pride Fit Coach, what's up? I'm just testing out makeup. What are you guys up to? And drinking a beer. Just cause. So, Valerie, I read something a while ago. The reason why people have straight eyelashes me is because of the hot climate they live in, apparently. And straight lashes help protect your eyes from the sun better. I don't know how true that is. It sounds like it would make sense, but then I'm sitting here thinking, but take, for example, like Africa being really hot, but like, if I'm thinking about it, like traditionally in terms of like facial features, they have very curled eyelashes. You know what I mean? So is it like humidity? like a heat and humidity thing, and like drier climates have more curl? I have no idea. I don't know. I know nothing about it, but like it would make sense, in terms of like, especially with the fact that like I was saying, like my lashes actually like point like straight down. Like it sounds like, because eyelashes, the whole point is to protect your eyes, and so I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but then I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? So, I knew I loved you. My eyelashes are curly as fuck. Lucky you. Mine are straight. So that's me. But I was thinking about, I don't know, I still might end up doing it. Doing like a lash lift where you get it's like a perm for your eyelashes. Cause I'm like mine are long. Like if they were just visible, like I would be fine. And I mean, but I still, most of the time don't wear makeup. It's not like I need it and I don't care about that, but it would be nice if they just stayed curled all the time. I would feel like more put together. But yeah, I don't know. I've considered it. Maybe I would. Maybe I'll do it. It'll save me time doing makeup too. Because I take 30 seconds per eye probably at least to curl them and make sure they really stay curled. I have one. I did it myself. Really? Oh, like one of those kits from like Amazon or something. I've seen those and I actually considered that. They're usually pretty affordable too. And you get multiple uses out of it as opposed to paying like $100 to go get it done. So I might. Did it work pretty well? How long did it last? I need to know more details. How's the training going? It's been good. It's been real good. And it's normal to like girls with six packs. In my opinion, it's so hot. I mean, everyone has, I don't think you need to worry about whether it's normal or not. Everyone has different preferences in terms of attraction. What's attractive to some, you know, some people is totally not for another person, and vice versa. And you're allowed to feel however you want. Okay, so now that I've rambled, I apologize. I'm going to continue with my face. So I've concealed some areas. I am going to do my liquid highlighter right now before I put on foundation, because I like the lit from within look. So I'm going to use the Becca Opal. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Shimmering Skin Perfector. So it's the liquid one. And it came in a kit, so it's mini. This was also from Marshalls. I've had this for quite some time, though. That's why you can't even see the word Becca on there. But it's the shade Opal, so it's like a peachy color, as you can tell here. So it would be too dark for someone who's like fair to light skin tone. So if you're darker than light skin tone, like light medium, probably more like medium and darker, this would be the perfect shade for you. It comes in a little kit. I think I got it for literally like $7 or something at Marshalls, which is crazy because these are very expensive products on their own. Anyway, now that I've rambled, so it comes out like a lip gloss. It has like a little doe foot applicator. But yeah, I'm gonna just put a little bit on the high points, and then I'm gonna put some right here too. I'm gonna use my finger to blend it out. So just gonna tap it in, and it blends like really easily, so I really like it. It looks very natural. It's not crazy, and it does come in like multiple colors, so you know, if you needed a lighter or a darker color, it does come in other colors. But Champagne Pop is like the most popular like Becca highlighter, but this suits my skin so much better. I can't do too like champagne of a highlight and it ends up being like kind of like icy white ashy on me, because I have such like yellow undertones. I can't really do anything that's like not warm. Brazil, hello from Brazil, very cool. Valerie, well, I definitely curl my lashes, but I still like to curl my lashes afterwards, and it makes the curl hold way better compared to when I don't have the lash lift. Okay, but I've seen better results when you go to the professionals. That makes sense. Are you 5'9"? Like height? No, I'm short. 5'9" would be dope, but no, I am 5'3.5". I say I'm 5'4", but really I'm like just under. It's like 5'3 3/4", but you know, by the end of the day, I'm down to 5'3" and like 1/4 at that point. So I'm small. All right, now that I've done that, now I can do my foundation. So I'm gonna use my, you know what? No, I'm not gonna use this one. Because I used this last time. No, I didn't. I used the Physicians Formula, but I haven't used this one in a live stream yet, so I'll use this one. This is one of my favorites. It's the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation, and it has SPF 50, but it doesn't give you flashback, which I don't know how they did that, but they did. It's kind of a glowy, like dewy finish, so if you're not into that, then I wouldn't recommend it, but I don't like matte foundations, so I usually go for like a satin demi-matte kind of a finish. Like skin-like finish. And I'd say that this one is more full coverage than the L'Oreal one. I think the L'Oreal one is kind of like a medium coverage, as well as the Physician Formula, but they're buildable, and that's how I prefer my foundation. I don't like it to be too full coverage. I'd say this one's probably the most full coverage out of them, but it's still more like medium. And it also depends on if you use like a brush or a sponge to blend it out. So I just put it in like dots around my face, and then I blend it out. Okay, we'll start there. If I need to add another layer, I will. So I'm going to blend this out with the flat kabuki brush from Walmart. It's their brand. Could you repeat the same exact program, same exercises, but just get stronger for a whole 6 months? Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no like exact like rule about how long you could, stay on a program. It's the only reason that like you would change it up would be, say, like you're getting bored with a program, and that can be a thing, like switching programs can be nice for like, oh, I'm starting a new program. You feel kind of like a like more excited, so you put more effort into your training, and then that can help your training intensity, or which is like the reason why like varying your programming can be helpful more than anything else. But then of course another reason you might change your programming would be, say, if you had just a change in like goals. If you're like, okay, I've been focusing on my glutes, but now I'd like to put more of an emphasis on my shoulders or my hamstrings or whatever it may be, then you would want to start a new program at that time. Which foundation? It's the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, and I love it. So I have the color 310. It's sun beige. So I'm gonna I think I'm gonna look at this closely in the mirror and see where I've missed anything. I just need a little bit more on my cheeks. So, FYI, the Weeknd album is almost dropping. I'm so excited. You know me. I'm gonna be playing it all day, every day, for months. That's what I do. I mean, I still do that with old albums, so it's pretty much the only thing I listen to. That's me. Let's see. I feel like I'm always hungry when I start working out more. Any suggestions about it? I know calorie deficit is the way to lose weight, but I feel like I'm always hungry. Yeah, so hunger is going to be part of being in a deficit, and learning how to manage that is the important part about being able to maintain it and being consistent. So if you know like when you're hungriest in the day, you want to plan most of your calories around that and work accordingly. Caffeine can help blunt hunger, especially in the mornings, and just trying to eat like higher volume meals. The more that you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables, like that helps to keep your meals more filling as well. So it's something to keep in mind. Love your piercings. Oh, thank you. I love piercings. I want to get more. I definitely want more on my right. I want to get a third lobe piercing on both. And then I think I would, I'm going to change this one into a hoop as well as this one. I might get another helix piercing. And then here, I want to do a rook. And then probably like a lower helix. I don't know. Me too, XO. I love it. What's another foundation you enjoy that isn't too full coverage? So this one's really not, I wish you could see it better, but it's quite light, like medium, especially because I'm like really blending it out like a lot. I'm going over it over and over, blending it out. Like if I put like an actual whole nother layer, it'd probably be full coverage, but I like that this one actually still looks like skin, but I do need to put some on my neck. I didn't put any on my neck. And my neck is always lighter than my face. Like my natural skin color, like my neck is lighter than my face. So it's like even more effort to blend into my neck. Tay, what are you getting ready for? I'm actually not getting ready for anything. I was just coming on here to test new eyeshadow palette, and I figured the best way to be able to truly see the look is to do my full face. Like especially with like a stronger makeup look, like a more bold colored one, I feel like it just doesn't, you can't really see the full picture without doing like your whole face. So I'm, even though I'm gonna wear this for like an hour, I'm doing it anyway because it's fun. And I really wanted to test out this palette because I was so excited to find it. So I've been wanting to get it for so long. So You do your makeup so naturally. I love it. Oh, thanks, Emily. So how natural it looks too. Yeah, it like ends up, I just like that it's not matte. It looks very skin-like. Like when something's like really matte and full coverage, like for me, I just don't like the feeling of it. I have yet to find like a matte foundation that like felt comfortable. I don't know. I'm sure there's some high-end ones that somebody would recommend, but for me, I don't really care for full coverage foundation. Like even on my wedding day, I didn't wear full coverage foundation, which I know is like that's so important for pictures, but I was like, I don't really like full coverage. So I made it like medium. But it still stayed all day because it was the L'Oreal Infallible one, which literally stays all day. It's the best. So now that I have done my foundation, I'm going to move on to my concealer. I need water, I'm sorry, hold on. So, actually no, before I do that, I'm going to contour my nose. So I'm using, I'm sorry, I always like forget to say what I'm using before I start using it. This is the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in the shade F14, so it's a cool toned one. It is a foundation stick, but I'm using it for contouring because it blends into my foundation easily that way. So it's very cheap. It's like maybe $8 or something at Ulta, which is really, really nice. So there's the brush. Found it. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it along my nose. And I bring it up into my brow bone so that it looks more natural. It's connected. It's not just two lines in the middle of my nose. L'Oreal Infallible is what you use for your wedding day. Is that the one with the red top? Yes. The Fresh Wear. And honestly, like that's like the best description of it. Like it looks and smells fresh. Like I can't even describe the smell to you. It doesn't smell like good or anything. It just smells fresh. Like it smells nice, but it's not perfumey, it's not floral, it's not fruity. It just literally smells refreshing. I literally can't. I'm terrible at describing smells apparently. But yeah, it's really nice. Cause like, okay, so there's, I don't know if any of you guys have tried this, but there is the e.l.f. foundation. It's like $6, really cheap. And it's nice. It has a pump on it and it has a black top and then it has like a frosted glass bottle. It's square. And like it looks so beautiful when you put it on, but it smells like so bad. I hate it. The first time I put, and like I thought, like a lot of times there's ones that like they just smell bad when you're putting it on and then the smell goes away and you're fine. And that's what I thought it was going to be like. There's a lot of things that are like that, like skincare, like as you're putting on, you're like, I don't really like the smell, but then it goes away. That foundation, it smells like really strong, like a chemical representation of what flowers are supposed to smell like. And it's like in your face. Like it's like they took perfume of it and they put it in there and it stays. Like it's so like under your nose, you have foundation, it smells like that the whole day. I literally took it off after like an hour because the smell was like giving me a headache. So some people are less sensitive to smells. Ryan always makes fun of me and says I'm really, really, really sensitive to smells, but so maybe you're okay with it if you don't mind floral scents, but I could not do it. Like I have the full bottle. But it is a cheap foundation, so if it doesn't bother you, I would get that. What shade is the contour stick? It is F14. So I definitely recommend getting it at Ulta because Ulta always does sales on Makeup Revolution, like the brand. It'll be like buy one, get one half off, which is a nice deal. So they have a lot of nice products, to be honest. They have some nice like palettes and stuff too. And I'm going to do a little bit across the bridge right here to define the tip. So I always think I look like craziest when I'm doing my nose contour because it's like these dark lines down my nose. But just gonna blend it out a bit. And I'm not gonna be like, I don't need to make this blended out like absolutely perfect, because when I go in with my concealer and then my powder, it will tone it down quite a bit. So I do blend it out so it's not just sitting there, but I don't need to be perfect with it. Okay, so here's that. So Leaf, hello, InstaFits, what's up? So now that I've done that, I'm gonna close this up. And I'm gonna go in with my concealer. So now I'm going in with a lighter shade of the same concealer. So it's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Light. So the other one I used was medium, 25. So I'm gonna put this. Apparently this is like supposedly a dupe for NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I guess that's what people say. So like instead of spending like $30 on a concealer, you can spend like $5 on this one. I love this one. And then I'm gonna let it sit before I blend it out. Because it's a very wet one, you have to let it kind of like get more tacky before blending it out. So, hello, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Do you like the Real Techniques Orange Beauty Blender Sponge? Yes, I have that one. I've gone through a lot of those. So I just don't really use sponges as much anymore. I've just become more of a brush person. I don't really know why. I just kind of started gravitating more towards my brushes. But I will say my favorite like beauty blender that I've actually used, surprisingly, is the Wet n Wild one. It's pink. I have it here somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe I don't. I think I might have put them away because I haven't been using my sponges lately. But it's like bright pink, and it has like a flat side, kind of like the Real Techniques one does. But I love it. That one I think has been like the best like consistency of a sponge. And it has like a round bottom like a normal beauty blender does, as opposed to being like the Real Techniques one. I think my only complaint was like too many angles on it. So yeah, that's what I really, really like the Wet n Wild one. It's pink and it's like $3, so it's super cheap. Wow, live all day, huh? I hike, you almost wish I had your career. I mean, I went live twice today for sure. I mean, going live isn't how I make a living. I just do this for fun. It's part of my part of my page. My career is coaching, and that takes a lot of my time. But I love it. I'm living the dream. Get to help people the way that I've always wanted to. Beautiful, thank you. How often do you work out? You always look so fit. I appreciate it. So it's not about how often, it's about the consistency. I work out about 3 days. I lift 3 days a week. 3 to 4 days a week right now. More like 4 right now, actually. So I was more about 3 earlier in the year, and then it's changed. But it's always around 3 to 4. There it is. What shade is your concealer? So this one that I'm using right now, like the lighter one, it's light. It's called Light, so it's the number 15. But sometimes the number is wrong. It's so bizarre. It was like they had on some of them, like this really blew my mind when I was shopping for it the first time. Light was marked as 10, and Fair which is lighter than Light, was marked as number 15, and I was like, wait, which one is the lighter one? And you couldn't really tell, like putting them next to each other, they look like these, even though they're like different shades, they look the same right now, like, right? So it's like really hard to tell in the package, and I was like, which one is it? And so like some of them are marked wrong, but I would just go for the one that says Light. Hello, it's amazing for 3 days. Yeah, just the consistency and the intensity. So like I'm always following a structured program that makes sense with my schedule and my goals. And then the other thing is that I'm very consistent with my nutrition. So those are the, and sleep and stress management, all that. So now I'm just blending it out a bit. And I like this concealer because it's not so dry. I feel like a lot of like the cult favorite concealers are like very matte, dry concealers, and I don't like them because they like enhance like any fine lines. So I just don't think they look as natural, and they just don't blend quite as well, at least for me. Okay. Have you ever done 5 days per week? Yeah, absolutely. So I used to do 5 days per week, especially the first few, maybe like first 2 years or so of lifting, especially. Well, the first year, in the beginning, I was definitely doing like 4 because I was a new mom, and then I moved into 5, and I definitely stayed at 5 for like competing. When I was competing, like in prep, I was at 5 days. And I do like training 5 days, but just right now with my schedule, it's not feasible. Hasn't been feasible for the past like year and a half or 2. So I've been at about 3 to 4 days since just my schedule with that. So like I mentioned, I don't need to be super precise around my nose contour just yet. A little bit more precise now, trying to blend it in a little bit more, but the powder is really what is going to change the whole thing so that it's not such harsh lines. Tay, what sports did you play when you were younger? So I did dance as a little girl. So I was 10, 9. Not super long time. I was a cheerleader. We did competitive cheerleading, and I was a cross-country runner since middle school, and track as well. So I was a long jumper and a mid-distance runner when it came to track, and then I did cross-country, which is running 5Ks. And I kept running long distance in college, like, because that was the only thing I knew to, like, stay in shape. But I no longer enjoyed running, and then I discovered lifting. So, powder, duh. I was trying to think of what I was going to do next. So I have this e.l.f. small tapered brush is what I use for setting my face with my setting powder. Joe, I have seen a significant weight drop since starting IFWAM in a calorie deficit, duration 4 days, pounds lost 8. Is that water? So anytime you start like any calorie deficit with anything, typically just because of reduction in food, yes, you're going to lose a decent amount of water weight in the beginning, and then it will kind of slow down. So you'll want to look at your weekly weight averages to really see the trends. So I'm going to, this is going to end in like a minute and a half. So I'm going to end this and then come right back on. So stay tuned.